Hello! Welcome. Overtime here. You've come to my castle. Let me show you around. Got to say hi to my boy Roger in here, just working hard on the interwebs, doing what people do on the interwebs. But yeah, main reason you're here, I want you to see the studio. So follow me. Let's go check it out. Well, we can't go too far without you seeing the new man cave. Raider Nation, baby. All right, that's not important. Let's go. All right, so this is a surreal thing for me, okay? Because I've gone to some like bedroom recording studios, to trailer houses, all that stuff, to finally made it to a point where I could put my own personal recording studio together, and man, it chokes me up to think about. But come check it out. So this is it. So this is what you would call the control room. This is the room where basically the mixing and all that stuff goes. This is really, you know, where I get creative, I write, I can put myself in a vibe and create music that hopefully will live on forever. So let me show you about a couple of elements in the studio here that are really important. I use Cali Audio studio monitors with a Cali Audio subwoofer. I am running two PCs at the same time that I can toggle and go back and forth with. One goes on the internet, the other one goes on the internet but doesn't go on the internet, right? So no web browsing, stuff like that. It's for the creation stuff. But for the interface that I use in my studio, it's an Apollo Twin X Quad, and it's a really cool product by Universal Audio. They give you the ability to actually emulate very famous analog compressors and EQs and channel strips and things like that in real time digitally. So you have the UA console and all that stuff, and that's what we track our vocals on and stuff. So anyways, you see all the sound panels. That's all for acoustical treatment. TV in the background just in case I want to check my home security system. I want to just stare at my logo because it's freaking sweet. Check out the logo. That's the official Overtime logo, so I love that. But yeah, moving around the room, you gotta have a place to chill and kind of hang out. And gotta have the bull skull. Check out the detail on that thing. It's crazy. And if you look up here, I have some cloud panels that essentially, so what happens is when the sound comes out of the speakers, it's gonna hit the desk, it's gonna hit the floor, it's gonna kind of bounce to the room. So the cloud panels sit above me when I'm sitting at the control room here, and it kind of absorbs the sound so it doesn't vibrate and echo and give me a bunch of reverb in the room. So, but speaking of the ceiling, one of my very close friends, one of my mentors, one of my best buds, and actually my guitar player, Damien, painted this beautiful black ceiling. Like pictures and video isn't gonna do it justice, but if you check it out, it's pretty amazing. His son Ryan, one of my oldest buddies, came over and he did the texture on the ceiling. It's called an Adobe texture. Super highly recommend it. But yeah, incredible job they did, and I'm super proud of it. I'll tell you a little bit about how the room was built. So it's kind of unique. So first of all, inside the walls, we use rock wool safe and sound insulation, and but we doubled it. So there's twice as much as you would ever need for a house. I think, in fact, this whole recording studio used as much insulation as, again, 2,200 square foot house. So it's crazy. The ceiling, everything is double packed with that insulation and all that. Ceiling has 2 layers of drywall. It has a 1/2 inch layer and it has a 5/8 inch layer. Same for the walls. We want to keep the same density throughout. So that's kind of structurally how it was built. And so it's all sound. So right above me is my 1-year-old daughter's crib. So I can be in here at midnight, 1 a.m. listening to my speakers as loud as I want. They can be all the way turned up, it doesn't matter. She doesn't even budge. So I can pull her up on my TV and I can look at our camera that we have in her room, and she doesn't even move when we bump the music. So it's kind of a cool thing. So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of a little bit about how it's structurally built. Kind of sweet. The neighbors can't hear it. If you stand outside this egress window here, you literally cannot hear it. So you got to remember this whole wall right here on the back on the where the barn door is, that's all, you know, a lot of concrete. So, and we're in the basement, so that's the foundation. So, oh, this is sweet. So I'm independent, right? I don't have any labels, investors, nobody like that. So we've kind of built from the ground up. It started with, I think I have pictures, you know, back in 2013 of getting ready to go on tour, and I had like a little suitcase full of merchandise, and then, you know, a couple years later, you know, I talk about how someday I want a semi truck following me and all that stuff, but we're not at the semi truck part yet. We will someday, hopefully. But in this room back here, we got an enormous little mini OverTime warehouse, right? So we can put all of our merchandise, any extra gear, equipment, things of that nature. And yeah, it's just perfect for, you know, accessibility. So when everything's not loaded up on the trailer and out on tour with me, we can put it in here and we can sell stuff on the website, overtimemusic.com or overtimemusic.com, whatever. And yeah, so keep moving. Oh, by the way, I got my own golf balls. If you play golf, you should play with those. But let me tell you a little bit of background here. So most people know me as being from Missoula, Montana. And I grew up there, I lived there my whole life basically. And we decided to move over to Billings. And so we sold our house in Missoula, came here to Billings and bought this house. What was cool and unique about this house is it had a completely unfinished 40 foot by 20 foot basically open space that was unfinished, and we just kind of designed it. So I pulled out a ruler and a pencil one day and I took a piece of printer paper and I drew on there and I designed the studio how I want. So I wanted a good sizable control room, and then I wanted a recording booth, and then I wanted storage for enough of my stuff. So anyways, that's kind of the background on this room. I'm going to show you another really cool feature that was actually custom done, custom built. So you see the sliding barn door here. The reason for it is there's actually an egress window here, right? So the investor in me thinking forward, someday if I ever sell this house, it's not gonna make sense to anybody, but I can add a bedroom to my listing because it has an egress, has a closet, and someday that storage room is gonna be a walk-in bathroom. So you have two master suites in the house. Yeah, so you think you're big brain. But anyway, so you undo these latches, you pull it out, and you can have sunlight. But for the purpose of sound and acoustics, we made a way for it to be hidden. So huge shout out to JAS Contracting here in Billings. They're incredible. Bottom line, I told them what I wanted, and when it was done, it was exactly everything I wanted. So anyways, I'll take you to the vocal room because this is where all the songs are pretty much created. So you come in here, follow me, don't get scared. We got it's an 8 foot by 8 foot recording booth, and essentially I got all the sound panels on the walls and the ceiling to obviously deaden the sound in here so that we have a good vocal take. So over here I use a tablet to control my Pro Tools, and so it's kind of sweet. I don't have to run back and forth to record myself. It's all kind of wirelessly hooked up, so at any given time I can record myself, and I don't need no friends over here, right? I do got my boy Roger, he's my assistant, he can help me, but you know, late at night recording, that's when I'm the most creative, so that's kind of where we're at. So real quick, let's try it out, let's see how it sounds. Check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, that sounds good right there. Hunger in my stomach, the song that made it all. I guess we'll just recreate it real quick. Leaving all my pain in the rear view, cause I don't wanna deal with it. Got more problems than 99. I wish that it was 99 so I can make some time for mom and I embrace some more for my kinfolk. But I'm stuck out here in the real world. You're goddamn right, I've been broke, so I'm getting it, I'm living it. When shit pops off, I deal with it. And I learned real quick how to be a man when I was living in my truck eating Peter Pan. And it's not real far from where I'm at. I remember that, getting paid with rap. Now imagine that, I'm a brand new man. Put the truck in drive, I'll pack my bags. And if you're not shotgun, I'm good with it. I can ride solo, I'ma die alone. I don't need nobody but my fucking self. I'ma ride this shit like a rodeo. I got more room in my resume. Go worldwide, get paid today. Getting criticized and I'm real brave, but they can never really take my